GM. Hello, friends, and welcome. It is Tuesday, which means it is the Superchain Opportunities show of the Good News Show. So welcome, welcome. So glad that you're here. Thank you for tuning in. We took a small little hiatus. We did not have a Good News Show on Monday. Just took a little pause, like the rest of the kind of Superchain ecosystem did, to celebrate July 4th, to take a minute, to take a breath after the Build-a-thon entries closed. But we're back. We're back. And there's a ton of things happening in the Superchain ecosystem. And in case this is your first time tuning into the show, that was my dog, Frank, who may bark in the background right now. There it is. Very predictable. Frank likes to chime in when I'm live. So if this is your first time meeting Frank, congratulations. He is my little assistant, shall we say. But there's a ton of stuff to get to today. So we're going to try and squeeze this into 20 minutes. It's a big challenge, but we're going to try and do it. There's a ton of news from Optimism. There's some stuff from Base that we want to get to. But first of all, let's go take a look at rounds. So in case you missed it, last week, Base announced an Onchain summer round that was called Touch Grass. And they gave away over 3 ETH to over 200 creators just for sharing a picture, a post, a reflection, a Dracula video, whatever, of you enjoying the sunshine or enjoying the summer. That's right. So post, get rewarded. Pretty simple. Sounds too good to be true, but it's true. So in case you are not aware what rounds are, I want you to go right now to rounds WTF. rounds.wtf. I'm going to actually share it so you know what it looks like. And perhaps open up your world a little bit. Let's see. All right, so rounds, there's a ton of different rounds that are happening at any given time. But the ones that we're interested in right now are the rounds that are happening for Onchain Summer. So now I've lost my tab, but that's okay. Hold on, let me get back here. Okay, so we are on rounds.wtf, and I have showed you this before. So if you've seen all of this and you kind of know what to do, you can zone out for a few minutes. But for everybody else, I want to make sure that you have all of the resources at your fingertips that you need to be able to go and participate in Onchain Summer. So you can see here, this is a leaderboard for rewards that have been given in OP, and there is yours truly at the top. I've been posting a lot of content, and guess what? I've been getting rewarded for it. And you can do the same thing, right? There's nothing stopping anybody now who is building in the Superchain ecosystem. Hold on one second. Why are we losing Wi-Fi? What is happening? All right, we're good. We're good. Okay, hold 1 second. I am going to make sure we have a good connection here because this is no bueno. All right, before we go back 2 rounds, let me pin this video. And if you're watching and you want to spread some love and some good news, please do reshare this video. I want to say retweet, but we're not retweeting things anymore. So back to rounds. I'm going to bring it back up on the screen. So if you are participating in any way, doesn't matter if you're a dev, doesn't matter if you're a creator, an artist, a writer, whatever. If you are participating in some way in the Superchain ecosystem, so whether you're building on Base, maybe you are deploying a blog, a personal blog, maybe you are an artist and you've dropped some artwork, you're a musician, you've dropped some music, or you're building an application, you're doing anything that touches the Superchain, you need to be actively talking about it to be eligible for some of these rewards. And so you can see here, there is a leaderboard for each of these rounds. And you can also see that every week, Optimism dedicates 5,000 OP to give away to builders who are actively participating. Now, this is not the only round that's happening right now. You can also go down here and you can look at Base. And you can see here that 4 ETH has been distributed to 443 contributors. And there's been 2 rounds so far. Toady Hawk is topping the charts here with 0.2 ETH. Rewarded, I guess, April and April. I think we might be looking at the wrong one here. I think it's actually this one, Base Builds. Still got Toady at the top here, but essentially all of these are just where folks have gone and talked about what they're building, shared it on Warpcast, so shared it on Farcaster, and then been eligible and been rewarded. Pretty simple stuff, folks. I know it sounds too good to be true, but I can attest that I have had some rewards from rounds over the last couple of weeks. So just do the thing and talk about the thing. It is there for you, folks. It's there to support you during Onchain Summer. All right, so what else is going on? So in addition to rounds, it was a little bit of a quiet week last week, obviously, with the collective pause from the Superchain ecosystem. But there are two big stories that are breaking today. First one is from Optimism. So from the Superchain, Superfest is here. So Optimism is announcing today that Superfest, an on-chain celebration of the incredible builders across the Superchain, and this is not your typical IRL festival. It is happening in the digital realms, and it's all about showcasing the amazing developments that are happening in DeFi. Now, if you don't know what DeFi is, it is decentralized finance. It's a way to access financial services without traditional banks, so using smart contracts and blockchains like Ethereum and L2s. So what is the Superchain? If you're thinking, what's the Superchain? Maybe you're watching this somewhere like LinkedIn and you have no clue what the Superchain is. It is a network of chains built using Optimism's OP stack that is designed to deliver value and support public goods. And these chains contribute a portion of their revenue back to the Optimism Collective, which in turn fuels even more innovation. And this summer, the Optimism Collective is actually allocating 1.5 million OP tokens to encourage exploration and activity across these chains. And Superfest is actually going to run from July until the end of August. So over the next 2 months, there's opportunity for anybody who is building anything that's decentralized in terms of finance, any DeFi applications, to get their hands on over 1.5 million in OP tokens. So make sure you check that out, folks. If that applies to you in any way, definitely check that out. To celebrate the occasion, where is it? Let me see where it is. No, ignore me. That's for my next story. We're a little bit slow going here today, folks. Bear with me. All right. So the next story up is breaking news right now, as of today at ETHCC. OP has announced, the Superchain has announced that WorldCoin L2 is here. So exciting news, WorldCoin L2 is now live for developers. This chain prioritizes humans and is designed to scale with the growth of the WorldCoin project. So what the heck is WorldCoin? Well, WorldCoin is on a mission to create a global identity and financial network, and it includes privacy-preserving digital identity to prove that you are a real, unique human. It also includes a digital currency given to everybody just for being human. I know, you see where this is going, folks. And it's also the first application to support World ID, helping users through verification. So how does that actually work in the real world? Well, using the World ID, individuals can prove that they are real and unique humans to any platform, ensuring fair airdrops, protection against bots, and equitable distribution of resources. This system does have the potential to big could here, transform global digital interactions, making finance and identity accessible to everyone. So why does it matter what happened today? Why does it matter that WorldCoin is now an L2? Well, the launch of WorldCoin Developer Preview offers a unique chance for developers to reach over 10 million people in 160 countries using compatible wallets, starting with World App by Tools for Humanity, a high-performance Ethereum execution client by Paradigm, which will operate in shadow mode during the preview, which is, in fact, a first for Optimism. So a lot happening. And what I did want to share, in addition to this story, is... let me find it. Here it is. There is a celebratory mint. And I am going to copy this so you guys can grab it. Let's see. It is 0.012 ETH, not financial advice. Go do your own research, as always. But there is a mint. So I'm going to drop this right in the comments underneath so you can go check that out. If you're a dev and you're curious about WorldCoin, now is the time to go look at that. And what else can I tell you about WorldCoin? There's a cute little video about WorldCoin, which I will drop underneath this video. So yeah, in addition to what is happening with Superchain, I'm also just going to run through our article that we dropped yesterday. Where are we? Did I mention we need a producer for this show? Anyone wants to do it? Multitasking is not my primary skill set. All right, so we're going to go over to Paragraph. And if you're wondering what Paragraph is, I definitely recommend that you go back and, let me stop sharing for a second. I don't want to share my wallet publicly. That's not fun. Somebody did that on a live, and it was very problematic. They got drained of, I think, $30,000. Their public key, I guess, or their private key was visible. So we're not going to do that. That's not going to happen here. All right, so let me share this. Let's try it again. Okay, back to Paragraph. All right, so Paragraph, in case you missed it, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about some of the tools that are available for creators, for business owners, and really giving compelling reasons as to why I am recommending, as a business owner, as somebody who creates content, that you really consider looking at some of this new on-chain tech. And the reason being, first of all, there's a ton of reasons why. One is owning your own content and not having your content exist on somebody else's platform. But the second reason is, instead of paying for services monthly, like a medium.com or any other kind of content production or content storage platform that you're using, instead, you now have the power to be earning from your content just by putting it on chain. So a lot of compelling reasons as to why. I've been experimenting a little with some of the different on-chain services. So far, I like Paragraph. It is super easy, just drag and drop function blogs. And I've been putting out this weekly piece, which is called Onchain Summer Nights, just because we're in the Onchain summer season. Actually, this is the one I wanted to share, this one. Okay, so let's see. All right, so had a little fun with this one last night. Wrote this piece last night, just reflecting on what happened in the week prior in the Superchain ecosystem and on-chain summer ecosystem. I have to say, I found this story about Jesse Pollock onboarding during his honeymoon hilarious. I've met Jesse Pollock. I've interviewed Jesse Pollock. I've observed Jesse's energy on the timeline, and he is extremely passionate about Base. Extremely passionate, and it is contagious. It is absolutely contagious, and I'm here for it. I am here for this energy. I am here for the on-chain summer energy. But we did have a little fun with this piece. So in case you missed it, and check out this lovely AI generated piece here. This was a collab between AI and myself. I asked AI to generate an image of a gentleman on his honeymoon in Greece onboarding a village of farmers, and this is what it gave me. And then I just added in the Base logos, just a little extra fun. So what is the deal? So Jesse onboards on his honeymoon. Now, I'm just going to read this, just for pure pleasure. So imagine you're on your honeymoon, basking in the glow of your newlywed bliss. And what do? Well, if you're Jesse Pollock, you onboard 117 unique individuals in surprisingly not fake news, using only a Coinbase smart wallet, a Linkdrop HQ, and maybe a Starlink connection. Jesse Pollock converted a village of Greek farmers into Superchain maxis. Okay, I may have taken a little bit of creative liberty even with that last sentence, but still 117 freshly minted newbies is nothing to scoff at. And in addition to maybe onboarding 117 Greek farmers, Jesse also shared some impressive news that on-chain summer stats are really just absolutely annihilating the stats from last year. Tremendous growth compared to the 2023 activation. In 2024, the number of builders has increased tenfold. The quality of products is notably better, and onboarding has become easier and less friction-filled. And without doubt, there is a ton more energy. It is happening. it is happening. So if you didn't see that story, go check it out. Go bust Jesse for onboarding on his honeymoon. It's amazing. We love to see it. All right. Also this week, we've got ETHCC. If you don't know what ETHCC is, it is the Ethereum Community Conference. And from July 8th to 11th, 2024, ETHCC transforms Brussels into the epicenter of Ethereum innovation. It's 4 days of nonstop conferences, networking, and learning, all by the community for the community. And this year, Base is actually throwing a happy hour on July 9th. Optimism has an activation with Boys Club and a ton of other stuff that we're going to drop right below this video that you can go check out if you are in Brussels. But if you are in Brussels, I'm going to guess you're probably not watching this live stream right now. You're probably having fun, or maybe you're watching France. Nope, Spain beat France right now in the European Cup. So yeah, you're probably not watching this live stream, but maybe you're watching the recording, and that's okay. I did see some clips and I had a little FOMO. I saw Latasha DJing and that looked awesome. A lot of fun things, a lot of activations happening. But if you are there, enjoy, have fun. Don't watch this live stream. Just kidding. So in addition to all of the activations that have been happening for Onchain Summer Build-a-thon, there is also this announcement that came last week about quadratic voting. So quadratic voting is now live on DevFolio. DevFolio is where those of us who are participating in the Build-a-thon actually submitted our applications, our projects. And so DevFolio, complete with a 5 ETH matching pool from Base. This isn't just any voting system, it's democracy with a twist. Participants who have submitted projects to Onchain Summer's Build-a-thon can now vote for other projects using quadratic voting, which lets you express the intensity of your preferences, ensuring a more equitable distribution of voting power. It's the antidote to the tyranny of the majority, making sure that your nuanced opinions shine through. Wouldn't this be something if we could do this for elections? We're a long way from it, folks, but the possibilities here are very exciting. So really cool to see that. In addition, just another note about last week, of course, look at these. I'm just having too much fun with how cheesy these AI generated images are because they're super ridiculous. So Base distributed 3 ETH to over 200 community members just for touching grass. So announcing last Monday, of course, that there was going to be a collective pause after the deadline of Onchain Summer Build-a-thon, and giving everybody permission. Not that we need permission to touch grass, but we do sometimes need a reminder to touch grass. And so Base incentivized folks to do just that. The Touch Grass campaign was a great success, distributing over 3 ETH to 200 community members who shared their outdoor adventures. Highlights included everything from mangrove planting activations to an unforgettable 8-day hike around Mont Blanc. And these stories underscore the campaign's success in encouraging the community to connect with nature and share their IRL experiences while earning ETH for doing so. My goodness. And of course, bringing it full circle, in case you missed it, there was a few things on the timeline this week that were a lot. There's a few things that we're not looking at this week. It's prices, anything to do with Andrew Tate, personally, and anything to do with politics this week. But if you are focused on optimism, fun, good-hearted building, you probably saw this come up in your timeline last week, and it is, I personally love it. I think it shows just great creativity, team spirit, optimism, and just fun, right? It's a good reminder to have some fun. So what is this? So the Onchain Summer Anthem. The internet was ablaze with reactions to the Onchain Summer Anthem video that was amplified by Jesse Pollock, again during his honeymoon. Now, depending who you ask, it's either a total cringe fest or a masterpiece. Personally, I'm somewhere in between there. I do not think it was a cringe fest. I think it was lovely. The reality, though, it's on-chain culture at its finest. What happened? So artists penned a heartfelt tune about on-chain summer, published it on-chain, and then they reaped the rewards of decentralized distribution, earning money, earning gigs, getting newfound fans. Now, the quote tweets are something to behold. it's intense. I'm going to drop it below this video so you can go and kind of read the dichotomy between the two camps on this. But I think anyone who contributes to the mission of bringing the world on chain should and will be celebrated. So one of the comments that did make me laugh, though, because we did see a little bit of a market decline last week, somebody wrote, seriously, this is the only explanation for yesterday's market nuke. But all I'm going to say here is that, as they say, all PR is good PR. And the song's resonance with the community is a testament to the burgeoning on-chain creative ecosystem. So if you find this eye-rolling, or perhaps you find it inspiring, whatever it is, we're having a reaction. We're talking about it. Mission accomplished, right? So amazing stuff happening. I'm going to drop the link to this article in the chat right underneath this video so you can go take a look for yourself. And I invite you to subscribe to the Good News Onchain. It is free. You're going to get a copy of this dropped into your wallet. So you have it there. You can read it on your own time. But that is pretty much it from us for today. We do have a big lineup of shows coming up for the rest of the week. Optimism team, some of the base team are of course, in Brussels for EthCC. But tomorrow we are going to have Mark from Optimism on the show talking to us a little bit more about Superfest and how folks can get involved in that. Then Thursday, we have our friends from GameSwift joining us, talk about fun, on-chain, Superchain fun. That is our Thursday show. And then Friday, we are focusing on builders. So we're going to be screening a replay of our conversation with Benji. That's at Friday at 11 o'clock. So hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, folks. And we will be back at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Thanks.